was gonna pivot, following up on your point, just to explain further what happens with the Scamfluencers and to qualify our title of Scamfluencers. We wanted a victim to speak about their experiences, about being scammed by people who are in that influential sector or space or whatever it is. And people have lost money and trust because of being scammed by people who appear to be of good standing in society. So they come and say, I need this done, but if you just lend me 2 pin. But I'm sure our $1 machine, I don't know, it's called stealing now. Let's just make sure. My friend has dubbed this person the queen of Zambian Scamfluencers.
Really?
Yes. So when she's called the queen, there will be things that will make you shift, and realize that, some of the stuff that we go through here is nothing compared to what other people have gone through. Because people...
It has reached that level.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's
bad news.
Yes.
Bad.
So the general victim stories is, what we know generally is, I bought a skincare line, it burned my face. You've heard this before. Fans duped into bad purchases. Like influencers will come and say, do this and that, and yet they don't use the product at all. So they use it. Meanwhile, they got paid for it. And someone will say, if I do this and that, I'll pay some money and I'll get the job. Zambia Air Force has, on numerous occasions, put out an ad saying, we don't charge for you to attend interviews or to be employed. So, unfortunately, this happens in Zambia. We lent someone money and they blocked us. You've heard that before. Okay. I can't reach this person anymore, but they don't want to give me money.
Martin.
Yeah. So the example that you sent was, first one was Daddy Martin. You want to get into Daddy Martin?
Do you know who Daddy Martin is?
I've never heard of that.
Really?
Who is that?
Daddy Martin is this guy on TikTok. And he's actually quite good looking.
A Zambian?
DM me. Yes.
Right. Not that not to derail yourself. Go ahead.
She just wants to look at him.
Get benefits where I can, right? Daddy Martin is this guy who, he's attractive. He knows he's attractive. And he's got a little scheme going where he's done, we talked about it a bit earlier, where he will help you. You'll say, oh, I don't have money for this and this and this. And then he'll send you some money. And then you do a testimonial. Daddy Martin helped me out. He did this and this and this.
Like Lily Matambo used to do.
Yes,
Lily
as
Lunatic Matambo does that.
Yes, as you said. So, but more recently, basically, he will go into the DMs of young ladies and he's getting money from them. He's either getting money or some kind of relationship status from them. And as soon as you try and get your money back, nowhere to be seen.
He's gone.
He disappears. But he's got a huge following on TikTok. He puts himself in this uniform. He looks like he's in the army or something. He's well turned out. But absolute scammer. And he's using his profile for that. So, and he's online. Check him out. Daddy Martin.
Wow. You've been warned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he says things our young ladies want to hear.
Yes.
The right things.
He'll just be, oh, you're such a beautiful young lady. And, he'll work
This is in the DM?
Yes. So on his profile, he'll post videos like, Zambian women, you're so beautiful. You're so amazing. So a bit like that man on the plane I was saying, but he's also telling you you're beautiful. What more does a Zambian woman want than to be told she's beautiful?
Right. So that's a hook.
Hooked.
He hooks them.
100. Yeah.
Did you ever get hooked?
By Daddy Martin?
Yeah.
No.
Not once? Ever?
No. I only recently discovered him.
But she wants him in her DM.
Really? Right. Because she did wink at that.
One of them has to slide into the other. I don't know.
Do you know what? Anyway, no. I won't say what I would do because I can't reveal my cards.
No.
You have to hold them close to your heart.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, that's your part. But the next one I want to refer to is, he's got a better take on that. But obviously, you can talk about him. His name is Sia One.
I don't know. You two are tight.
The most decrepit.
Best friends.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, talk about a bottom feeder.
He's your nemesis.
He's not the full ticket. Honestly, really. His elevator doesn't go all the way up to
But what happened between you and Siawan?
How did it start? How did it start?
Well, let me explain. I just didn't like the idea that Zambians were believing everything that this guy was saying. And no one was pushing back. Everybody was cowering underneath this ominous shadow of this person who literally has nothing, no power, nothing, no substance. It was all a smokescreen. He claimed, and you remember where it started, where he said, the PF ministers, they have my themes.
Is that where it started?
Yes.
The black rings?
Yes.
Okay.
They had my themes. And if they don't give me back my themes, they'll start dying. The entire country, the whole country was fixed because he said by Sunday, by that weekend, that Sunday, if his things are not returned, these ministers that got things from him, each one of them would start dropping like flies. Zambians, Dwanzi, Dao, all of them were fixated to their phones. Do you know, I got on social media and I said, what are you people doing?
Yeah.
No one's going to die. What this guy is going to, and this is on record, I said, what he's going to do is that he's simply going to say, oh, they brought back my things because that's the reason they're alive.
That's why they're alive.
Yeah. And
on time they brought their things.
Yes, and that's exactly what he said.
Oh, well, there you go.
Nobody listened to me. They were all listening to him. But I will tell you this, though. I'm very pleased that he no longer has the influence he used to have, over Zambia. Because I just always took offense the way that he would literally wrap Zambians around his little finger. And my position was always, why are you so passionate about Zambia? You've got your own country that is steeped, that is writhing in corruption and all sorts of... I mean, some people have referred to Nigeria, sorry to say, as the armpit of Africa. And here you are, talking about Zambia. Why don't you focus on your own country? So little by little, we've sort of been able to nibble away at this persona that he's built on social media. It's only now that Zambians are beginning to... Because if you go to his page, sometimes people... I don't even refer to him as Seer, whatever that is. I always say Seer Zero.
I know.
Because the reason I say that is because I don't want to legitimize him. I don't want to give him that power that he doesn't possess. Right? So it's only now where if you go to his page, you see Zambians challenging him. There was a time you couldn't challenge that guy.
Yeah.
And I, not to blow my own trumpet, but I felt like I was a lone wolf. I was the only one doing it. And would always call him out and say, no, this guy's a scammer, man. This guy's just no, you can't say that. And the comment that I just cannot stand, Zambians say, no, he's going to get you. You're going to see what he's going to do to you. I'm thinking, what is he going to do? It's just all rhetoric. It's all yeah, that's one. He's coming for you. Coming for me for what? Because all he's going to do is just talk about rubbish, and that's it.
And who is he that he should come for me?
So, but slowly Zambians are beginning to call him out. And here's the thing, and let me add this. If I spoke to several women that called me, and they begged me, and it's mostly women who do this, they begged me, please keep my identity hidden. But this is what happens. He gets you to communicate with him on his WhatsApp page. Then he charges you. He says to you, if you want a visa, it's $1,000. If you want lost loved ones, it's whatever that is, $800. There are different tiers.
To pray for you.
Yes, to pray for you. But in exchange for, if you send him this money, when you send him, for example, you send him $1,000, and you say, no, I want to get my loved one back and all that. We broke up. I want my marriage. And you send him the $1,000. He sends you three things: a ring, rock salt, and a little bottle full of oil with his face on it. Then he
Anointed oil.
Yes. Then he says to you, he gives you a set of instructions to follow. For example, he'll say, wear the ring at 12 midnight. Wake up in the morning at 01:30. Get a bit of that rock salt, slip it underneath your tongue, go to the bathroom and gargle. And then take the anointing oil, jump back into bed, put it on your palms, and then wipe it on your face, then go to sleep. If you don't follow those instructions to the T, and then you call him back or you send him a message and say, nothing's happened, his response is always, well, you don't have enough faith. You simply don't have enough faith. And you didn't follow my instructions the way I told you. So really, it's not me.
I did my bit.
I did my bit. It's you. That's the scam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did he find himself in Zambia? Because he wasn't in Zambia at some point.
He was. And what happened, I spoke to Stephen Kampyongo, who at the time was the Minister of Home Affairs. Yeah, Stephen Kampyongo. I spoke to him, and he just literally spelt it out for me. He says, this guy was trying to penetrate the power structure of the government. And to a degree, he did that because, he got in good with judges, high-ranking police officers, because this is what they do. They penetrate the power structure of any government, any administration, so that when they're in trouble, they know exactly who to call. This guy, the church that he had here, there were multiple stories of child sexual exploitation, rape, abuse, molestation, always protected by higher uppers. All he had to do is just make a phone call, call the AG or whoever that is, or some top-ranking, and he would always get away with it. Stephen Kampyongo told me the reason they deported him, and this is very telling, and to me it made perfect sense. He said, at the time, the government felt and knew that if they keep this guy in our incarceration sort of environment, because he's so influential, he would destabilize the whole correctional situation. So it's better to just eject him.
100%.
Just send him back to his country, rather than dealing with an uprising in a police, in a prison system, because of his influence.
Yeah.
Because he's highly manipulative.
Yeah.
And these guys, aside from the fact that he comes from a country that is known for that.
100%.
Yeah, you've got, and then you add spirituality and mysticism to his repertoire. It becomes a very big problem. Yeah. So they had to eject him.
Yes.
Yeah, and rightly so.
Yeah.
And it's only now, of course, now he's trying to come back into the good books with the UPND. Because for the longest time, remember, he always railed, in fact, in one
against them, because obviously PF had been in power, so that's where he was aligning himself to.
Yeah. And so at one time, during his many broadcasts, one time he said, I curse HH, and I make sure he will never be president. Today, he's constantly talking about, Kwenyu. Always ridiculous. Ridiculous, yeah.
Nice.
No, you've had quite a. I think it was great to see that battle between you two. Exactly to your point. You are the lone wolf that speaks out, and although people will come against you, Zambia's favorite term.
And
on yours, it's plenty.
And you know what that is? That is an attempt to silence you.
Of course it is.
That is them saying, don't speak.
Of course.
Just go and sit in the corner. And just keep your mouth shut.
Exactly.
While others speak.
Yes.
He can talk.
Yeah.
Andrew, and I never refer to him as that seer or whatever, because all that's a hoax.
Yeah.
I only call him by his real name. Andrew Ejimadu. That's his real name. I don't call that Shefard Bushiri, whatever his name is, from Malawi. That's not his name. It's Chipiliro Gama. The reason they come up with all these titles is to conceal who they really are. And then add some sense of mysticism to their persona. Seer. I can never say that. No. Seer zero. Seer. And then, he's... Nonsense!
Exactly.
His name is Andrew Ejimadu.
Oh, gosh. Mount for him. No one did it.